Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining in today. And before we start, I want to acknowledge something. It's June 2026. Almost half the year is gone, but gone. Like January is over, February is over, May is over, and now we are sitting in June, which means one of these two things in June. You have become significantly closer to your goals, what you said earlier this year, or you are far away from it. Because if you are not, then here's the question. If I looked at your calendar for last 6 months, would you be able to predict your income for the next 6 months? Because you you might get surprised, but this is the fact. No matter what has happened, the US-Iran conflict happened, we went into a freeze mode. Things which were going in that direction did not go into that directions. Many people froze. There was a whole uncertainty period in between, and now we've become used to getting certain in this uncertainty, and we know that no matter what happens, we are here to sell, and if we have to survive, we have to sell. So if I looked at your calendar and your bank statement, I can actually predict your future. Think about that. Not your goals, not your intentions, not your vision board, not your manifestations. Because success isn't just built from intention, it's built from allocation. And today we are going to uncover exactly where your time is going, like the seven biggest traps stealing your commission and the small changes that can dramatically increase your income without increasing your working hours. So I have one request for the next 60 minutes. Be fully present. Don't do three, four things. Keep your phones aside. Keep all the distractions aside. Ignore the notifications, because one idea from this room could make you more money than 100 Instagram posts that you watch. Deal? All right. Before we begin, I want you to be interactive. If something resonates with you, use the reaction button at the bottom and let me know if you are with me. If you have a question, insight, or comment, drop it in the chat box all at the time, and we'll collect them through. And by the end of this session, we'll have a Q&A session. So once you put in a question there, I'll come back to you and answer this, or you can come back to a question and answer this here as well. All right. So just wanting to just check the comments here. All right. So how many of you have attended the webinars? Who are the ones who have started new here today? I mean, like most of you have attended before, but who's new here? Just me. Come on, Meher, you've been here for long. Okay. Who else is new? Jasleen is new. All right. Hi, Jasleen. Welcome. Sala. Okay. Aman. Hi, Aman. Uh, okay, Sayed. I'm a bit new. Okay, Sayed. I'll give it to you. Sheetal. All right, Sheetal. I've got you here. Okay. Nidaf, welcome. Irene, welcome. Samuel, welcome. Hi, Sajjad. Sajjad, you've been here before. I'm quite sure. Okay. So, so we have a couple of new people here. So my name is Aanant Bisht. For people who don't know me, I've sold over 96 million dirhams in selling real estate myself back in 2018, where I focused only on MR properties. I didn't have any background about Dubai real estate sales. I came into this country brand new, went into different developers in cabs, locked in myself with focused only on selling off plan. And when I started my journey, it was again a buyer's market back in 2018. And over the period of 14 months, I sold 96 million worth of real estate, made over 2.4 million dirhams in commission. Post COVID, I've become a full-time coach where I coach people on mindset and real estate. The focus is about definitely having skill set, but without the mindset, skill sets don't work. Many people are there to teach you skill set, but you need to also position yourself mentally so that you know what this skill set can be best leveraged to. Okay, so this is what I've been doing. I coach cricketers in the Indian cricket team. I coach several venture capitalists, Fortune 500 global leaders, and then I focused only on coaching realtors. We've built a Realtor One community which has over 4,000 plus realtors, and I've been conducting weekly webinars. These webinars are free for everyone to join. Between all of us, we have come up with a time of 10:30 a.m. Dubai time so that everybody can join in. And So this is my background. We will be doing a complete analysis for next 45 minutes, where we take up one topic, we go through it, we understand this topic, and at the end of the session we'll have Q&A. And if there is any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer those questions. Okay, so this is about me. Let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about before I jump into other slides is, like, leads are not money. Okay, lead is a just a possibility. But uh, what happens is that most people get fixated that I need more leads, I need more leads. The real reason is closing is a reality. And most agents still celebrate leads, like a CRM full of names means nothing, Instagram followers means nothing. The only thing that matters is a signed paperwork, like the OTP signed, or the client's actually making the payment. Because leads don't pay school fees. If you have family in Dubai, you understand this. Leads don't pay your rent. Leads don't fund vacations. Closings do. And if you remember one thing from today, remember this: market does not reward activity, market rewards outcomes. And we are here to sell. We have decided, we joined real estate to make money. Majority of us found that we can become really valuable in real estate, and that is the reason we got into it, because some of the people have made real big money without big degrees. So we have landed ourselves here. But I want to understand, how have your pipeline changed since our lead generation session? Did any of you have better leads coming in your way, the focus that we've worked on before? How many of you have actually said no to leads? Rizwan, are you here today? Have you been able to say no to people who are time wasters now?
Yes.
Because if you don't say no, if you just an order taker, if you just focus on not positioning your time correctly, then it's all going to fall into that trap. And this is what we are going to learn most today. Because what is happening is that there is one thing which we need to understand. What is stopping us? Let's play a game. Like, what's stopping you? Most people say competition, they say inventory, they say bad leads, they say, you know I never get the right client, I don't get the premium client, or the clients ghost me. They have all the excuses, the realtors you talk to. But here's what's funny: like, two agents can have the same lead, one will close and one doesn't. Nothing changes. It's the same market, same inventory, but different behavior. And when that happens, is because people are not at all understanding where exactly their time is getting spent, because they're mostly focused on that leads are not good, there's too much of competition. But it is not true. Because the problem is never not the market, the problem is execution. And execution is simply how you spend your time, how do you plan your time. Because time is the hidden variable nobody measures. Like, show me where your minutes go and I'll show you where your future goes. It's like a simple quote, but it is so powerful yet. Because this is exactly how we need to position ourselves. How have you planned your last week? Where did your time go? Like, let me ask you one question. Like, imagine every morning, if somebody wakes up in the morning. Okay, let me just talk off the slide. Okay, if we wake up at 7 a.m. every morning, and somebody deposits $1,400 into your bank account, that's like 5,000 dirhams every single day in your bank account, every single day, no exceptions. Here's the catch: whatever you don't spend of that 5,280 dirhams, you can't save it, you can't carry it forward, you can't invest it for tomorrow. How carefully would you spend that money? Would you waste like 1,000 dirhams scrolling Instagram, or 1,500 dirhams on distractions, or probably a 2,000 dirhams on a wasted meeting? Of course not. You'd protect every dirham, right? Because that 5,000 dirhams is your money. That is your time. It is like 1,440 minutes we get every day. If 1,440 minutes is your income every single day, then most people don't know how to protect it. They want to just while it away. And this is something that you have to understand. If you want to become rich, and really rich as a realtor, money can come back, time never does. before you talk about leads, closing, commissions, or productivity, I want you to ask one different question. Where did yesterday's 1440 minutes go? Where did $1,440 go? Where did your 5,200 dirhams go yesterday? Because your income is simply the result of how you've been spending those minutes, how you've been spending that time. Because if you can't calculate that time correctly, you are just going to ruin your complete life because you are ruining time. Every top broker has the same 24 hours. But what do we do with it? So today is not about motivation. I don't care if you feel inspired. I care if you make more money. I really do. So we are going to do these four things. First, we need to identify where your time is leaking. Second, we need to identify what activities actually create revenue. Third, we're going to install a top producer's mindset. And fourth, I'll show you how to schedule time that some of the highest performers, how do they do it? And if you are one of them, then you will resonate it even more. Because success isn't random, success is scheduled. And if you know how to schedule success, then everything else will get scheduled. Are you guys with me on this? Can I just see some chats here? All right, awesome. Thank you, Sayyid. Thank you, Jasleen. Okay, cool. Because if we just get our time correctly managed, everything else will take care of itself. How many of you spend an hour watching meaningless content on Instagram? Be honest, guys. All right, Ripin. Thank you for being honest. That's like 2000 dirhams every day you're giving Instagram for what? And we regret it. All right, Charu. Okay. So this is what is happening. We are just wasting away our time. How many of us keep checking those structures? Okay. So understand this very, very clearly. This is the productivity myth. This might be, very important for a few people, that busy and productive are not the same things. You can work 12 hours and make zero commissions, and only work 4 hours and make 50,000 dirhams, because the market does not pay by the hour, it pays by the value. Like the way we make money. So why did we get into real estate? Majority of the realtors, if you are not being paid for the time that you offer, you are being paid for the value that you offer in the time, right? So if you want to be more valuable, you attach yourself with more valuable ticket prices. So don't sell a 600,000 dirham studio or a million dirham property and sell a 10 million or a 20 million dirham. Why? Because you're attaching your time to a more valuable thing. And when you do that, you suddenly become more valuable, because the market does not pay you by the hour, it pays you by the value. Some agents wear exhaustion. Some agents wear, that I'm doing a lot of meeting as a badge of honor, without seeing where that meetings, it's a waste of time. They keep saying, I'm so busy, I'm running everywhere, I have meetings after meetings. Congratulations. But you can have so many meetings, but you can still be broke, because the goal isn't to work harder. The goal is to make your every 1 minute count. Going to make those 1414 minutes count. And the moment you understand this, everything else will change. Because see, what is happening is that in Dubai, many people don't know what exactly to do. They have hidden time leaks. And if you have hidden time leaks, you will not be able to manage your time, because you are not even aware that you are having hidden time leaks. Okay. So what is Dubai Realtors trap? This is what most realtors call work. Okay. They wake up, WhatsApp, traffic, coffee, admin viewing, cold calling or calling, and then checking people, whom do I need to follow up? Some new inventory comes up, go and do a presentation and see, okay, what else to do? There's a new launch comes, we go there, everybody's there, we talk about it, we see something is happening, we see other agents close, we come back, we go home, and then we repeat. And that's the end of a day, a week, a month. And then we wonder why we are not closing, why the sales are not coming in, because we are not managing our time. We are running on a treadmill where we are seeing, okay, we have to do this, but actually the results are not happening. And reactive people never dominate the market. Intentional people do. So if you want to be really, really successful, we need to get signed contracts. We need to get commissions paid. we need to have referrals generated, and we need to have a lifestyle funded. This is what closings will do. And this cannot happen if we are focused only on dead leads, ghosted follow-ups, wishful thinking. This doesn't happen there. So the psychology of the no, why clients stall, and how the top 1% rephrase their conversions. So here comes the important part. The part is about the fear of commitment. Most no's are actually not, they are not yets. Then it's not a yes, but it's not a no as well. They are saying, okay, I'll take time. That's fear of commitment. If you are not able to create certainty in terms of the buyer, you will not be able to sell them. That is the information overload that we think about, that today's buyers are not certain because they have an information overload. They don't know how to take yes versus is this the right choice versus too many options. How many of you've been there who feel that buyers have more options today than ever, and it is giving them a lack of urgency to take a decision? Okay, Sayed. So if this is true, then we need to understand that if we have to change this part, we need to change how we are thinking about our own time, because the buyers are overloaded with information. So we should know how to put a closure on what buyers to focus on. So when we understand that why the clients are stalling, it is not that they are stalling because of the market condition. They are stalling because they are not certain whether we should buy this property versus everything else. And this cannot change till the time you yourself believe that this is the best property to buy. I want to ask you one very honest question, guys. Do you really believe the property that you are selling is the best property and the best price in the market? Because if you are not going to be believing that, then you cannot sell with 100% certainty. And if you are 99% certain, client is 100% uncertain. This is the game. Yes, Iten, you have to believe it first. But the believing is different. You need to, how would you believe something that I want to sell this? A. Second, how do you believe that this product is the best price product? So Adnan, I just want to understand from you. Okay, how do you believe if some product is the best product to sell?
So because we are more focused in Palm and
Okay,
we are aware of Palm dynamics over the last so many years, we are able to, provide a lot of market insights in terms of the most recent transactions and give the client the direct proof of value.
direct proof of value. Okay, so you believe it like this. Okay, thank you for sharing this, Adnan. Charu, are you there? Can I just take you for a minute?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Charu. So, Charu, how do you believe that, which property to sell? Like, how do you believe it that this is the property that I want to sell? Like, you're focused on, I think, Mudon, and you're focused there right now in
See,
secondary.
for me, I think any property that I can say with conviction that, if I want to live in it, I want to sell that property to a client, not something that, is at a low price or, I want to have that conviction myself. If tomorrow a client asks me that, will you be okay to live in a property like that? I will say yes. So I should have that confidence to tell the client that I will be able to. Because that happened with me one time. I'll give you a small example. I was doing a viewing at the Mac Hills too a while back, and the rooms were very small. So the client
Okay.
literally asked me that, will you be able to live in a house like this? And I had nothing to say. That day I
Hmm.
actually learned that you have to have that conviction to tell the client that, you have to have something that you can also say with confidence that you will be able to live in a house like that. I knew that I would not be at being an Indian, we understand the concept of, a bigger house. So I couldn't say anything.
Thank you, Charu, for sharing. Thank you so much. So, guys, do you resonate with Charu, what Charu just said? If you yourself don't resonate, how do you get the other person to sign up for that property?
And but we didn't sign that up
You
because
didn't. You didn't.
the
Yeah.
the husband was okay with it. He gave me the check, but then the wife came in to see the house, and I actually told him that you need to show it to your wife. He said no, 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 she'll be fine. The moment she came, she said the house is very small, the kitchen is very small, and he ended up taking the check back.
You ended
So
up
that of
taking.
course gave me a very big lesson that you have to be very, very confident of what you're saying to the client, and that after that, of course, it was mostly the properties that I was confident in. So that's what I started putting in more energy
Excellent.
to.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this, Charu. I'll just take one more person. So anyone else who want to just share? Ripin, you want to come in? Okay. Yes, Rizwan. Yes, Rizwan. Please go ahead.
Hi. So for me, in my experience, it's about providing the client with data, historical data, and
Mm-hmm.
then also providing them deep knowledge about the actual product, the actual area, so then you can actually gauge them and show them what the future value of that project's going to be. And that's where I kind of am winning clients.
You're winning clients. So Rizwan, you're focused mostly on Abu Dhabi. You're focused on that whole
I am
region of Yes Island. Okay. You had so many places to choose. You chose that place because you somewhere believe that you want to sell that place, right? You want to buy that place
correct.
yourself, probably, right? So
Correct.
once you make up your mind that you want to go all in, how do you tackle the information overload which a buyer has today?
So clients are very intelligent at the moment. They're doing a lot of their own research. So the first thing is that I needed to bring myself up to mark. So I needed to understand what is actually happening in Yas Island, in Abu Dhabi as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that, I drill down into a specific area. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'm using other parts of the infrastructure that I already developed in Abu Dhabi as a baseline. And then what's happening in the future to show them that vision. Because as you know better than I do, the UAE is developed on a vision. So it's kind of like selling them this is what's already there, this is the
Mm-hmm.
value, this is what's happening, and this is the future vision, and this is what your future value could potentially be.
Excellent. Okay, so thank you, Rizwan, for sharing this. Okay, so the idea is that we have our own pitch built up for our clients, but if you don't know where to draw the line, you will just keep wasting time. And Rizwan, would you like to share that again? How you said no to one of the clients. What you shared with me earlier.
There was a client that came up to me, and I've actually used one of the things that you previously shared, which is how to assess your client. Um, and essentially, the client was looking for a property value of 3.5 million in Business Bay. Um, they were not sure if they wanted to have an off plan or a ready property. They just wanted information from me. So with that client, I actually had to decline and say I can't help you because it was for me it was a time waste. I need clients who can at least explain what they want, so I can help find them the right product. Because I'm in the market to make. I'm running a business. I'm trying to make a brand. I'm not just there to sell a property.
Excellent. Okay, thank you so much for sharing this, Rizwan. See what happens is the moment you have the ability to say no, you will find the people. Because if you so there was this amazing line, when you speak to billionaires, like what do you do? So they say that we keep a Friday, Saturday, Sunday free. Why? Because for opportunities. You need time for opportunities. If you are going to give away your time to everything that comes your way, how will you sell what you have to sell if you don't know how to protect your time? Your time is your life, and you have to get better at it. So the part is about understanding what is the real roadmap for real estate revenue. This is the differentiator. This is what most realtors call work, and they never reach because they don't know what the revenue actions are. They don't know where that time is going every single day, and then they complain that things are not working in our direction. There's too much happening in this market as well. People are closing. Some agents have made more money in this market than they have made in the last 6 months, or in the last 6 months of 2025. You have to find your hidden time leaks. You have to redefine your revenue activities every single day. What are you doing? Your 20% activities create 80% results. And this is true. It's a Parkinson's law. It came up that 20% of the things give 80% results, and 80% things just give 20% results. So what are you guys doing? If you are not going to get focused on your time, you don't know how to manage and appoint what you are going to be doing every single day. So you need to adopt to an executive mindset. You need to have a 90-minute closing rule. Like, what exactly, how are you going to qualify the buyer? If not, if they're not the buyer, cut, move forward. There is always someone next if you will have time. So this is what we will be, understanding the whole thing. So sweat isn't selling. Busyness is not directly proportional to your productivity. This is a very, very big myth. Like, you need to understand who wins. Many people confuse their productivity as being busy. That is not true. You will just waste time if you don't know how to product it, because productivity comes from all the things you choose not to do. So guys, please take a pen and paper and write it down. What is it that I will not do? Everybody makes a to-do list. I want you to make a not to-do list. What is your not to-do list? What will you not do? If you cannot come up with 5 to 7 things on your not to do list, you're not becoming mindful about how your life is going by your, right up between your eyes, because you're just wasting it. You're just hypnotized because of Instagram, because of WhatsApp, because of meaningless content. Sweating isn't selling. So let me take a case study. Okay, so we have two agents. Okay, we have two realtors. One realtor is working, say for example, 12 hours a day. Okay, and we have another realtor who's working 6 hours a day. Who wins? Everybody says realtor A because he's working 12 hours, probably because we've been conditioned to believe that the more hours equal to more money. But here's what I've learned. Market doesn't reward your effort. Market rewards leverage. And leverage is the difference between input and output. So if a realtor A spends 12 hours reacting to WhatsApp messages, chasing bad leads, sitting in traffic, and doing admin, and realtor B spends the same time, or probably 6 hours, calling qualified buyers, booking meetings, negotiating offer, and following up, and with focus, then who wins? A or B? All right, Gurpreet, B. Okay. Because it
B.
doesn't matter how much time you put in. You have to put the time correctly. Thank you guys for, your just, I know that you guys are aware here. Okay. Because 6 hours focus between 12 hours distracted is always going to win. I'm one of the biggest, one of the biggest lies the entrepreneurs tell themselves, that I'm working hard. No, you are busy. Those are not the same things. And if you know how to put your time, you have more things to do in life. Because the answer is only this, that realtors who are actually focused, realtors who are involved in terms of creating an outcome, people who believe in creating an outcome, they will always beat volume, because focus beats volume. Write that down. Focus beats volume. So what would you be focused on? 3 things what you think you need to be focused on daily. Write this down. What is it for you? What is the 3 things that you want to be focused on? And once you understand this, that market pays for results, not ours. Yes, Samuel, quality time over quantity time anywhere. Okay. Absolutely. But what is quality time? That is focused working. The definition of quality has to be very clear with you. And that will come with your not to do list. If you guys don't have a not to do list, you have a vague to do list. You can do 200 calls in a day doing cold calling. Many of us have done it. But why we are not able to do it consistently? Because we keep telling ourselves, अरे नहीं होता यार, लोग नहीं pick up करते phone. And we come up with all our excuses, and we spend more time giving excuses rather than getting focused on the volume. Your goals are your goals. How personal are they to you? Do you believe that your goals are going to change your life? I want to ask you this question first. How many of you really believe that your goals are going to change your life? Yes, Vaibhav. Yes. All right. Okay. Yes, Charu. Okay. Navid. Hitin. Yes, for sure. So guys, if your goals are going to change your life, Shouldn't you get focused only on the things that are going to get you to your goals? Isn't that a shortcut? Why do you want to rely on somebody? I meet people and they say, you know what, Anand, give me a way, how we can put some money in something and that gives us 100x returns. Man, it's not a matter of 100x returns. You need to get skilled. It's like when you're starting real estate, we have a butter knife and we have all these people to speak to, and we have no skills at all. We are just starting brand new. We have nowhere to fight them. The moment you keep upgrading your mindset, your skill set, suddenly you have a knife, suddenly you have a katana, suddenly you have a whole bombs with you. Now clients are coming to you and you have more chances of winning them because you have put your time in focus of upskilling yourself, upskilling what the market has to offer you. How does that one property I'm showing is the best property in the market? How does this property elevate the pain point of these kind of buyers? If those answers are given, you are getting more upskilled. And then we do volume after that. If we do volume before that, it's like we are putting the cart before the horse. I'm busy. I'm busy. What are you busy with? Okay. Am I making sense, guys? Are you with me? Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, just a reaction button here. Awesome, Sajad. Great. So this is what we are doing. So revenue versus activity. This is the activity. How many of you have this in their not to do list? That I will be, all right, Rupin, thank you. That I would not be doing. Because this is going to be the game changer. Stop doing minimum wage tasks with a broker's time. That is your agent's time. That's your work time. This is where most agents lose money. They confuse movement with progress. Like scrolling Instagram feels productive. No, I can save that reel. Probably I can use it. But do we really use it? You don't even remember what you saw yesterday or day before yesterday or day before yesterday. How many of you even remember the saved reels that you have put in your Instagram? Come on, be honest. Some, okay, Levin, some you remember. Majority of us waste time. So the part is not about doing it. It's not about scrolling, Instagram. It's not about updating colors inside your CRM. It's not about checking competitors' listing to feel productive. Reorganize your desk. None of these things actually make money. But here's the rule. If someone paid you 30,000 dirhams for a deal today or a 50,000 dirhams for a deal today, what activity would have created that? Would it be scrolling Bayut for an hour? Would it be checking WhatsApp for, every 90 seconds or 2 minutes? Or would it be a conversation, a meeting, a negotiation, a follow-up, a closing? What would it be for you? Revenue activities create revenue outcomes. Everything else is just a support, and support should never dominate your day. Quick question. How many people spend more time on WhatsApp last week than they spent speaking to qualified buyers? How many of you spent more time on your WhatsApp than speaking to qualified buyers? Just chatting. Kya ho raha hai? What's happening? Yazan, I'm going to answer your question. Yeah. Okay. Wish it was for buying and selling. Thank you for sharing, Kavita. See, this is what's happening. Because you need to understand the closing rule. That is the 80-20 rule. This is everything. This is one of the biggest lessons in business. 80% of your income comes from 20% of your actions. And not all activities are equal. One phone call can make you a 50,000 dirham. Scrolling 3 hours can probably make you just 0 dirham. One meeting can create a commission. 50 WhatsApp messages can create a commission. And so the question isn't how busy I am. The question is, what percentage of my day is spent during activities that actually create money? And if I looked at your commission, or probably if you look at your own commission last month, where did it come from? Did it come from Instagram post, direct conversation, asking a referral, or you landing a referral? For most people, the answer is obvious, which means that Your calendar does not reflect reality. This is so true that you will be like, I can even go down this 80-20%, that 20% of everything gives 80% result, and 80% of the things just give 20% results. There's an amazing book, The One Thing. You can go through that book. I mean, like, there are so many different criteria which will really change your whole perspective. In fact, this is so true that if you just realize where you're spending your time, and you just start focusing on this 20% of your day which gets results actually for you, everything else will change for you. So guys, how many of you have actually made a not to do list so far during this webinar? Yes, no? Because I don't want it. Okay, all right, Aruni, I got that. Okay, but there's a reaction button, you can use that because I can't see everyone here. Okay, I did Hamza. Okay, Begum. Okay, not to do list, guys. Not to do list. This is the game. This is where the time gets leaked. This is where the problem starts. Okay, so I'm good. We are on the same page. This is your time audit exercise. Where did your last week go? This is where it gets uncomfortable because everybody wants like more income. Yeah, we want more commissions, but very few people audit their own time. Imagine your bank called you tomorrow and said, we lost track of where your money went last month, or where we lost track about where there were some deposits coming in and we don't know where the deposit is anymore. Wouldn't you panic? And yes, more people have no idea where their time went last week. And if you understand this, time is more valuable than money. Time is more valuable than money. Okay, tell me one thing. What beats free? What beats free? Then you got that. Okay, so what beats free is fast. This is the only thing which beats free. In Dubai, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Anything fast beats free. There is no free time. You need to become, yes, thank you for sharing this, making ourselves busy and fast in something meaningful. Absolutely. Time is the only account you withdraw from but can never get deposited into. Thank you, Samuel. This is what we are looking at. Though this is same, humans have lived their time, but it is more essential to audit your time. And this is the reason why we wanted to do this webinar on this, because if you don't audit your time, you have only time in your hands. Your biggest currency is time. As realtors, you have nothing else. You don't have more resourcefulness. And if you want to become more resourceful, you need to know how to audit your time, because most Dubai realtors spend less than 15% of their week doing actual revenue producing activities. Think about that. 85% of this week is spent somewhere else. And then they wonder why their commissions are inconsistent. The answer is sitting inside your calendar, because your future is hidden in your daily schedule. And if you want a different future, then you need a different schedule. Yes or no? So I want you to answer this honestly. Last week, how many of hours did you spend closing, prospecting, following up? If not, how many hours did you spend on creating leads, talking to strangers, creating content? Because this is going to determine your future. And how many hours versus this, how many hours did you actually spend in traffic, in doing admin work, in WhatsApp, in me talking to friends and complaining and saying that why things are not working in your life? If that numbers, which number is bigger, that is going to lay the whole trap. This is the reality for many of us. The blue ticks are bankrupting you. Let me tell you something that might hurt. WhatsApp is not your business. Closing deals is your business. Every time your phone buzzes, stop thinking. You stop thinking, you stop selling, you stop focusing. Like I'm doing something and suddenly a notification comes up and then I don't want to do it. It's like, it's like a drug shot. Guys, please switch off your notifications. Please. Those notifications are not your bank drop messages. You are creating content. Thank you for sharing this, Sayed. Okay. But I want to say something. You are focused on creating content. You are willing to create content, and suddenly a WhatsApp comes up, and you'll say, "Hey, content creation, pause. Let me just figure this WhatsApp out first." Stop doing this. This will not get you money in the bank account. Every ping shatters your focus. Every thing, and then, so there is this 19-second rule. Whatever thoughts you have, if you continue that thought for 19 seconds, you get a similar vibration of the thought, which continues that thought, and then it becomes a chain and chain and chain. Focus is also like this. So get very strict with your time getting, where is your attention going. So you have to restart. If you don't switch off your notifications, stop doing multitasking, just get focused on one. Focus is the quality and quantity of things you want to say no to. Every notification is somebody else's agenda, not yours. And every time you answer it immediately, you are training people to interrupt your income. Okay, I want to ask you something honestly, guys. How many of you are comfortable not answering to a notification which was sent to you within 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 1 hour? How much time does it take? Are you comfortable with unanswered notifications? Not comfortable, Arina. Okay. Aruni is saying, she's nodding her head. Okay. Not comfortable. Why are you not comfortable? They're taking away money from your bank account. Like they're just going and taking away the money from your bank account. Why are you not comfortable, Adnan? And we'll work on these beliefs, but I'm comfortable. Charu, thank you for sharing this. Yes, Libin. You're comfortable?
No, I'm not comfortable, but we have this rule that we have to respond within less than 5
No,
minutes, right?
I'm talking about random notifications, random notifications.
Okay.
Random messages. A message come in, and we like, we are not, I'm not talking about those leads. Those leads we have to answer immediately. But I'm talking about those random notifications which sometimes just like, I must revert to this. My friend messaged, yeah, I just need to revert to that. Okay. With that, I'm saying.
Okay. That's fine.
So avoid it. Thank you, Ripin. Okay. If you're avoiding it, great. So this is important, because there is also one more thing which is about property portal addiction. Many people have this and they spend a lot of time doing this, because this one is sneaky, because it feels productive. You're looking at listings, studying the market, which is fine. You're checking the pricing, but it has to stop somewhere, researching good opportunities. But how much money did it produce for you? Is it your revenue action? How many of you have defined revenue actions for you? What can be a revenue action for you? For somebody, it can be content creation. For someone, it can be cold calling. For someone, it can be doing a meeting. Probably if you're working in a job and you are into real estate company, and you have these walk-ins coming in, so that can be a revenue action. You need to define your revenue actions. If for some people, it can be I'm using Instagram every day and I'm sending 30 DMs every day, personally reaching out, or I'm posting on LinkedIn and I'm reading blogs and then I'm commenting on them. That is revenue actions, because it can create leads for you. You need to define your revenue actions. You need to allocate your time correctly. If you are not mindful of that time, that 5,000 dirhams is leaving your bank account every single day. You need to get better of it. Okay. So this one's for the viewing collector, never book a viewing without qualifying the buyer first. How many of you have done viewings without qualifying the buyer? And then how did it turn out? If anybody would like to share, you can chat it you can drop a message in the group. Thank you, Ripin, for sharing this. I feel it's most waste of time, spend time on the property portal. If you know what you are selling, if you know exactly your specs, you know why this property is, people will, that's more valuable than just checking for property portals. I'm just making you aware. I'm just putting it on the face here as a mirror about what is it that you're supposed to do, so that you become aware where your time is leaking. Okay. A lot in initial stages. Many people make this mistake. Don't make this mistake, because you are not a free Dubai tour guide. A viewing is not sales activity. A qualified viewing is. There's a huge difference, because some agents spend 3 hours showing apartments to someone who was never going to buy. They had the wrong budget, wrong decision maker, wrong timeline. And those people are just looking for new agents or agents who don't want to get qualified, who won't ask tough questions. And then you say, we worked hard, we went for so many viewings. One question can save probably 3 hours. Like, what's your budget? If I may ask you, when is it that you would like to take this decision? Are you ready to lock in a decision if you find the right property for you? I'm just curious, like, when do you think you'll be able to take a decision for this? One question like this can save you 3 hours. And still people don't want to ask that question. Who's going to be making the final decision? Are you going to be taking the decision, or is it your spouse? Just so that I understand you better. And wouldn't it be fine if, like, both of you can join us together if both of you are deciding factor? Because I have got you qualify them, match their pain point, put them together. You can save yourself millions in wasted hours. Sorry, not millions in wasted hours, but millions in minutes probably. If you just qualify your clients first, every hour is a price tag. And if your hour is worth 200 dirhams, 2000 dirhams, I don't know, don't spend it on people who are worth 0 dirhams for you, no matter who they are. That is going to be the defining factor. This is the next one I want to talk about. Okay. Content creator trap. Stop editing, start selling. Now, before people get offended, like, content is important, okay? Marketing is important. Attention actually matters. Okay, I agree to this. But attention without follow up is worthless. A viral reel doesn't pay commission. A closed deal pays commission. Don't get obsessed about how many people are liking my content, or I will not create more content because people are not liking my content anymore. Some agents spend hours choosing fonts. Like, nee, yaar, this is not the title is not right. Oh, this edit is not right. Oh, this is don't go for perfection. 3 hours editing or sitting with your team, like what they should edit or finding the right music. That's backwards. Content exists to create conversations. Deals create income. Appointment creates deals. If the content is creating enough appointments, good enough, move forward. Create a content, send it to your clients. How many of you started creating a FAQ videos after our sessions? Or you focused on creating some content around, okay, working on it, Charu. Okay, thank you for sharing this. Okay, guys, if you're selling something, make FAQ, frequently asked questions. If you will not doing it, you're wasting time again. Yes, Neha. Okay. Sneha, work on that. Like DCH, you are in it. Make all the FAQs in small. It'll just change on it. Okay. This is the game. Work on creating. So when you understand this, send that video. That is WhatsApp. That is creating more time for you. What does content do for you? Content creates more time for you only if you see it like this. Otherwise, it's just a content trap. I'm creating more. I've done so many. How does it matter if you've done videos and nobody, if it's not working? It doesn't matter. Volume will beat here, but you need to become fast at it as well. Okay. The perfect CRM syndrome. Again, this is another, pretty pipelines don't print money. This is one of my favorites because entrepreneurs do this too. When things get hard, we find fake work. You reorganize your CRM, you color code, you move tags, you build dashboards, and your CRM exists to support sales, not to replace sales. A messy CRM with 10 closed deals beats a beautiful CRM with 0 deals. Don't fill that CRM up unnecessarily every single time. One thing I always tell people: activity feels productive, outcome are productive. Okay. So what is the activity I'm doing? Is it a revenue activity? If it is not, just cut it out. I don't care how organized your CRM looks. If you have not made those outbound calls, if that follow up message is reflected on your CRM and you're not using the CRM to actually call up, this is wasted time. So don't do this. The call later disease. This is another story. Later means your competition got the deal. This one is expensive, really expensive. Most deals aren't lost because of skills. They are lost because of speed. Think about it. Speeds create trust. Speed creates momentum. Speed creates opportunity. What beats free? Fast. Do it, man. Every delayed call is a commission handed away because Instagram works like this. The moment a client raises a request on a boost algorithm, 10 more realtors content is sent to that person. They look at their profile, and if they they give their attention to one or two more brokers. Now you have already lost that story, even if you are responding later, because they are already speaking to somebody else. You yourself put yourself in that shoes. If you want to buy something, you want to buy a nice car, you want to buy a phone, I don't know, whatever you want to do. How many people? You're not going to reach out to 10,000 people. I'm going to come to that, Aruni. Okay. How it's not about reaching out to 10,000 people. Nobody's going to do that. They're going to talk to 3, 4, 5 people. If you are not the one who's going to immediately answer those questions for them, somebody else will. Okay, so this is what we need to change, and we need to get out of this whole perspective about call later disease. This is basically a disease, and many people don't even follow. I don't feel like following, I'm not in the right mood. I'll call them later. करता हूँ मैं. I'll call them, not today. I'm not in that. They need time. They need, like, there is like an event happening in their life. Come on, guys. Okay. And then we have this multitasking myth. What is this multitasking myth? The single thing that can actually make you a lot of money. Because for years, when I was personally, I came to Dubai, I went into different sales centers, and that time Azizi was something which was, Riviera was just getting sold out, and people were selling that. And many people were telling me, buy DR, sell DR, sell Azizi, sell, multiple other developers. And I said, I don't want to do multitasking, man. Because if I multitask, I'll not be successful. So I just picked up one developer, one niche. And then I put together everything separately. I did not open property portals because I was selling off plan. Many listings were there in off plan as well, and they are still there today. I did not go. I just understood what this property is, why this property is important, what is the pitch around that property. I will not do multitasking. If I am doing cold calling, I am doing cold calling. 200 calls a day, then I will do everything else. If I'm fixing up 2 days in my week, I would just book meetings on 2 days initially. Sales centers, Friday, Saturday, sales center visits, Saturday, Sunday, sales center visit. Just pick up 2 days. Hi, can you come down on Saturday? My pitch would be like this, because I would know that they would be able to. So I would fix up meeting. How many of you avoid giving times to clients because you have another meeting at the same time? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Give 3 people same time. Okay, buyers are liars, right? We've already covered that, right? Buyers are liars. They are going to lie. Man, you guys are agents, man. You need to be better than them. Give 3 people same time. If 3 of them land up, we'll find out a way how to handle that. But don't make this mistake. No, 10 o'clock. No, I can't give a time of 10 o'clock to you. I've already given. I can come at 12. And then, nobody comes at 10, nobody comes at 12. And then we are sitting the whole day. Stop multitasking, man. Get focused. Do one thing. And this has made me one of the most money is getting focused. One thing I've learned this really well. You get 5 things done faster if you are trying to do something by doing one thing at a time. But nobody believes me initially, but now people have started believing me. But this is the game. And if you are in your niche, whatever you guys are selling, pick up a niche and go all in. So Kavita, you are saying preparation before the calls. I will say preparation before the calls is for the thing that you are selling. You cannot prepare for entire Dubai. You cannot. Don't do it. Okay. So one task, finish it, then go to the next task. Okay. And that is going to be the game changer. So we need to understand what is Dubai Realtors revenue clock, and 30,000 dirhams if your goal is, or 300,000 dirham your goal is, and you have 150 working hours. That is, for 30,000 dirhams, it's 200 dirhams an hour. The golden rule. So if a task costs less than your hourly rate, delegate it, automate it, and then eliminate it. Don't go and do those pickups. Hire someone to ensure that that pickup can happen. If it makes cooking food giving you more time, change it. Buy time. Delegate what you cannot. You have to create your own monthly goal. I just put it as a very low number here. But you can delegate it. It depends what is your goal. I don't know. Okay. So what is your hours worth? What is your monthly target? And how many hours you want to work? So 6 hours a day into 5 days, 6 days, you come up with your hour. If you don't know your number of the worth of your time, you are just going to keep wasting time. You need to have this figure very clearly in your mind. I'll give you a minute for you guys to calculate your own figure. Yes, Aruni, how to tackle, I'm going to come back to that. We're going to answer that question for you. Okay, so just coming to the end. So the part about here is there are three zones what I would picture in. What is my suggestion for you to each its own? But every hour has an exact price tag. Okay. And once you understand that, you can divide it into different zones. So this is for me, this worked for me. That is your peak revenue window. Everything we talked about so far was diagnosis. Now let's talk about the cure. This is where the money lives, the green zone. For me, and you can divide it according to you. Okay, this is about how I would structure it. Okay. Uh, and before somebody says, this is not my schedule, I don't care about your exact hours. I care about the principle basically. So the first and the best hours of your day I would give to revenue. Why? It is not admin, not WhatsApp, not paperwork, not meetings that should have been emails. Revenue. That's my first focus. See, most agents start their day reacting. Top producers start their day attacking. It's a huge difference. One is waiting for opportunity and the other one is creating it. Okay. So you have outbound calls in the morning. Who am I calling? Who am I booking meetings with? Aggressive follow up. And if you don't have the lead generation system, I would focus on the green zone in setting up lead generation for me, because this is where the money is going to come. The market rewards people who create opportunities, not people who wait for opportunities. And that's exactly what the green zone is, opportunity creation. Do you guys resonate with this? Okay. Any reactions? Yes, Ripin, thank you. Thank you. I know you guys are here now. Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, cool. So this is what we are focusing on. Your green zone. That time is no distraction. No distractions mean no distraction. Rest is a support things. Okay. So the green zone, outbound calls, prospecting, booking meetings, aggressive follow-ups. Okay. Here, I would also like to add two, three more things. I would also like to add, if we are not having those time, create content here. I would also like do comments. How many of you don't know is by on LinkedIn, who would be my buyer? Who can be my buyer? You have no idea about buyers. Sit down on LinkedIn, comment on their post. People love reading their own comments. Oh, wow, this is a great thing you have written. Who cares, man? Like, really, come on. But they would still care. They would still go and still ask, okay, who's this guy? They're going to come and check your profile. Let me ask you one simple thing. If somebody knocks at your door every single day, one day you'll not open, second day you'll not open, third day you'll not open, fifth day you'll not open, 30th day you'll open. After, don't give up. Just comment. Man, amazing post. Wow, amazing. They will come up, man, and they say, okay, what do you do? Yes, LinkedIn is very much relevant, Hitin. And so is Instagram. It depends what are you posting and how are you using it. You need to use it in a different way. If you're doing LinkedIn, you need to become very professional. So LinkedIn, I would put it for a category between 3 million to 5 million. If you're selling that, that's the right LinkedIn story. Okay. Instagram, you can get anywhere. But LinkedIn very specific to that, because mostly it is dominated by people who are into the jobs segment. It's easier to find them. They check their LinkedIn's regularly, and then when you keep commenting, wow, great, this thing work, oh wow, you're a HRO, you're a CHRO, amazing work you're doing, I think you've put this company way ahead of times, I think the way you've navigated, amazing. I mean, just keep putting, I mean, like chat GPT, every day you use, they come keep checking, why is this person messaging me? Okay, and then they send you a message, hey man, amazing. And then you pitch them after 6-7 comments, hey, I've been following your content, I think you're amazing, just curious. Use those subtle words where you get them to hook, and then you ask them, just curious, is it okay that you want to get into um, having a viewing here? There's some amazing properties which are coming up, I would love to invite you personally, since you are this, and then they will respond to you without ghosting you. All right, does it make sense? This is the green zone, guys. Okay, so the yellow zone, this is the part where we are doing the maintenance work. Okay, now take a see, don't put us out the green zone. Green zone is most important, but majority of the realtors confuse green zone into the yellow zone work, and that's why they stay stuck, because yellow zone work is important. It's not valuable. That's it. There's a difference. Like CRM update matters. Of course, it matters. Contracts matter. Scheduling matters. Uh, Emails matter. But none of these things are directly created. They don't directly create revenue. These are the support activities. Okay. Imagine a Formula One team, the pit crew members, the tire matters, the engineers matter, but none of them win the race. The driver wins the race. And in your business, selling is the driver. Everything else is support. So is your admin work. So is your paperwork. So is after sales work. Don't give most time to the yellow zone work. Okay. This is what I just want to, and this is the part that we just have to avoid. It should be part of your not to do list. Okay. How many of you guys spend a lot of time overthinking or calculating your commissions even before the deal is done? Yeah, if this deal happens now, my life is sorted. Like, don't, guys, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't count your commissions before they actually do it. And this is where the cashback then bomb comes. And then you get all frustrated, more emotional, spend 3-4 hours thinking, yeah, I wish, man. Who told him about that commission that we're making 5% on it and now they're asking 4% back? No, I can't do this, man. And then you're in a reactive chaos, and this is the red zone. You waste time. Don't do this. Okay. My just thing is only to mirror where the time goes wasted, because these are the 4 truths to take you with. This is the important part, because comfort is short-term gain, okay, and long-term pain. If you understand that, then these 4 truths you can take these 4 truths with you. Okay. Or apart from these 4 truths, just before I close this, uh, what are your truths from this webinar today? What was your biggest uh, moment for you during this webinar? If I may ask you, you can drop it in the chat. What was your aha moment which resonated most with you guys? Overthinking. Okay, Rema, thank you. And then identifying time bypass. Oh, I love it, Dandan, the way you put it. Excellent. Time management, Hiten. Okay. My not to do list. Excellent. Not to do list. Not to do list. Is that during deals? Okay. Into closings. Okay. Thank you, Yazin. Being productive and focused. Focus and zone. Okay. Live in focus and red zone. See, if you get that red zone clearly now, that overthinking part, it's an emotionally driven story. Okay. If you can get that, amazing. Okay, to-do list. Could you please speak in English, Sarah? Oh yes, I am focused on English. Few things I've spoken in Hindi, but it is just there's nothing in specific I've missed. Okay, not to-do list. Scrolling LinkedIn. I have one question. Does that office affect your activity during the day if you are kind? Okay, I'm just coming to the questions. I'm just have 2 more slides to share. Follow up create. So this is time is literally money. This is what I wanted to share. So the busiest realtors in Dubai is almost never the richest. The richest are the ones who violently protects their revenue hours always. And for this reason, we have created a Realtor One app, and this app is free. You can download this app, your complete real estate toolkit in your pocket. And we've put revenue hours there, like focus more time on prospecting, follow up, and closing deals. You stay consistent, build right habits. There are revenue activities there. There are subconscious identity there, where you have affirmations. You have the right structure only for realtors, so you exactly know what you're putting in your subconscious mind as well. Everything we've talked about boils down to one thing: protecting your revenue hours, because when revenue hours increase, commissions increase. And that's exactly why this app exists. It's not an app, it's not another CRM. It's a But it's built as a productivity system for real estate professionals, a tool designed to help you spend less time on admin work and more time in terms of taking revenue action works along with identity action works. So there are affirmations there every day. When you are in a back-to-back streak, you can understand what's working, what's not working. Listen to those affirmations every day. You are looking to manifest things, but you don't have a time whether you've done the affirmations every day or not. Okay, you can learn it from there. Keep yourself going every day. You keep putting yourself there. You add up your basic CRM structure. You have these notifications coming up for the Rainmaker and Titan versions in that. So the link is here, Aruni. You can okay, you can just check it from here. Okay, you love the app. Thank you, Ripin. Okay, so we are going to be continuously updating it as we get more data from you, the way you guys use it. But the whole idea, the purpose behind this app is basically to help you guys so that you don't get lost in that whole structure. You have all these courses there: cold calling course, mindset course, how you should, invisible influence course that is free on the app. And this answers your question, Aruni, to answer your question which you asked earlier. How can we stop ghosting, or how can we get clients to talk to us more? What was the question that you asked? If you could ask that question again. um, I can't hear you. Can you unmute, please?
So my question was, thank you so much for the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and my question was, I'm making content
Hmm.
regarding the real estate and everything, but having said that, I'm not getting any single, lead from my content.
Okay.
So how to get it? And another my question was second question was how to tackle with the I'm so sorry, I don't have time, not interested, and the hang up on the phone, on the straight in your face. So that's all. It's a beginner issue I'm having because I'm very new in this market. So I'm eagerly want to learn from the
Okay.
expert like you.
So first things first, you need to get the right pitch for opening line. Okay. In cold calling, we have done webinars before, we will be doing it again. There is a whole lessons and course on cold calling in the app itself, about how should you open the line, how should you do calls. Okay. You will not get every call to answer you, but your chances of speaking to the client becomes much higher once you know that you're following a system. Okay. So how do you open a line? That's the most important hook. You should do it correctly. Second, the way you talk to people is about influencing them. How do you build that invisible influence on people so that you have more rapport? Why should I come to the sales center? How do I qualify a client? How do I discover their pain that they want to buy the property? If you answer those questions correctly, now subconsciously you are making them to come to you. Okay. And this is how you can do it through that invisible influence. There's a whole program. It's free. It's there on the app itself. Just go module by module. You'll understand the echo technique, other things, and we are going to take it from there. Okay. So just do that for starters. I think that will just give you a lot of edge in its own self. All right, Aruni. Okay. And then we'll catch up. So, guys who have these questions here with the app, my team is working on it. You can reach on to support. We're going to be doing it. How you can add it? I'll be making a FAQ video myself. Okay, Livin, and I'll share it with all of us who are using the app. So we just got it live. I just wanted to let you guys know. And once it happens, then you can, do exactly what is the benefits you're going to get from Rainmaker, from Titan, or from basic version, what all you can add, how you can add those things. Okay. And how you can use the AI as well in the follow-up structures, okay, or AI as well, so that you know exactly how to revert to this message. Many times we don't revert to a message because we don't know what to send to that guy. Okay. So when we know what is happening, it's easy to do it. And every day morning you wake up, you have 10 follow-ups, and then okay, I just have to follow up at this time. The notification comes, and you can do that. So if there is anything question comes up, they will there. And for guys who want to work 1:1 with me, I have a window open for a 7-day revenue blueprint for realtors, where we will find the clarity for you. It has 2 sessions, one session with me for 90 minutes and the other session with me after 7 days. Here I will be getting your exact specific beliefs. We are going to work on clarity, what exactly you should focus on, what you should not focus on, how you should make money. Because if your goal is to just make 1 million or 2 million or 3 million dirhams, you can do this. You don't need something extremely different. Okay. Market has this opportunity. Okay. You can fill up the scorecard. If you qualify, my team is going to reach out to you. They'll fix up a call. They will explain it to you. And then if it works out, I would love to have you on board. All right. So this is what it was for me. I'll take 2 more questions. If anybody has questions, I'm happy to answer that question.
Hello, Mr. Anand. How are you?
Please.
Good?
Yes,
This
I'm
is
good.
Yazan here speaking.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I asked you earlier about if somebody who's actually being very active in the office and he's doing what he can be able to do and he's focused on everything and he have the passion to work every single day, but the office uh, the office mood is not that good, and the agents there are lazy, and it's very low there. Would that affect your focus on your what you are doing on your task?
Absolutely, it would. I will ask you a simple question in this, if I may. So, what I understand what you are asking is that you are focused, you want to do what you are doing, but you are in an environment where people are lazy, people are not focused on what they are doing, and you want to ask whether it is going to affect your performance. It's like saying that I'm a very good tennis player, I'm extremely good, I'm a pro level player, but now I'm playing with people who are just beginning or who were pros at one time but they are no more pros. Would my game get affected playing with these amateurs? How would you answer that?
Yes, it will affect. I believe so.
This is exactly the answer for you.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is exactly how you should frame it as well for your clients. You should also frame it. You should just ask the right questions. If it is affecting your game, should you change your team or lower your game?
you should change the team.
So does that mean it's important for you to stay closer to your team because of commitment one time you made, or it is more important for you to reach your goals?
To reach the goals.
And if
I stayed away. But what I did is that I try to stay away from the office by sitting as different areas, like different spots from sales center on my home here, working from my office here at home,
Mhm.
and working from different locations. Because I don't want to be affected by that environment, because it's very low environment and it can cause me a lot of millions and millions by me sitting over there, and it's a very quiet office, no deals even coming up in the office, so it does affect the way that you actually think and the way that you have or low productivity through the day. So you stay on scrolling on Instagram and instead of just focusing on your calls, focusing on making meetings and something like this.
yes, so my suggestion would be two things. A,
Mm-hmm.
become a specialist. Have you already become a specialist, Yazan?
I'm an offline specialist.
For
I'm a specialist in MR, yeah.
MR? Okay. Find
Yeah.
top 10 MR companies.
Fine, what?
Find the top 10 brokerages in MR, the top 10, apply to them. Don't join any team. Or join a very small boutique firm who wants to become a very big specialist and go
Okay.
all in and go do your interview. Tell them, even if they don't approve of your hiring at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
come back, focus, learn, stay focused, create content, build better energy. 3 months, 2 months later, go back again. Say, I've done 70 videos. This is your Instagram will be your resume in the future.
I'm creating content.
Yes, great. So if you're creating
Yeah.
content, that itself will say that you're a specialist or not. No, there is nobody is going to give a badge today. There are only two badges: your Instagram profile and the sales that you have closed. That's it. If you have got these two sorted, you are a specialist. Yes. And once that is sorted, now you can get hired anywhere.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Sayed, for resonating this. Your Instagram will be it is your CV. Okay. If I'm a real estate coach and you find 1,000 videos of me talking about real estate and why people should do what they should do, to come to 1,000 content pieces of content, it will take at least 6 months. I took an year. I was slow, but probably somebody can do it in 6 months or 3 months. Still, I would be 6 months ahead. Everybody is inconsistent eventually. Yasin. Everybody is. Be consistent today. That's all I'm saying. Till the time you don't get your stories right.
Okay. So
And
your advice is
change the
that
team.
to resign.
No, don't resign. Find the
Mm-hmm.
right. That's a different
Okay.
story.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Take care. Wish you all the very best. Yeah. Yes, Saleh. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yes, hi, good afternoon, Mr. Anand and everyone. Yes, it's Saleh, that's correct.
Yes.
First of all,
Okay.
thank you so much for letting me speak. And actually, this is my first time I attended your webinar, and for sure it will not be the last. It's amazing. Second thing, I'm very new on the real estate. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have any experience. I'm still confused. Plus, I have another work So I'm trying to do the balance, okay, with different field that work. So I need some advices. Like I'm a little confused about how to start exactly. Is it off plan or secondary plan as a starter plus because I have another job?
Mhm.
Uh, because some people they says start with off plan because it will be less viewer for you in order for you not to go out from your job and everything.
Mhm.
And is it creating a contact is a must in order for me to be because to be honest with you, I'm not that have that confident to show up myself and do the contact and these things. Is it mandatory now exactly, or I can practice myself slowly, slowly until I get it? So I need
Okay.
some advices for someone who's really new. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm reading the market, I'm studying the market, I'm knowing what are the developers, what the areas and everything. So
Okay.
yeah, a small advice could be helpful. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, Salah, thank you for asking this question. Since you are starting up and you are new and you want to still keep your current job and get into the market and make your yani you want that opportunity, you want to catch that real estate opportunity so that you can full time probably transit there. My suggestion for you would be get focused on only off plan. Don't get focused on secondary. You'll spend a lot of time wasting. In fact, people who are doing secondary as well, I would very strongly suggest, especially in this market, buyer's market, get focused on off-plan sales, because off-plan you will have a whole support system to sell. The biggest sellers in Dubai right now are developers, and they are going to be there for the next 10 years. So they are going to give you the most assistance. In secondary market, people sell because of emotions and their conditions. In off plan there is no emotion, there is only price. It's easier for you to find the right person or the right developer to sell. So A, lock into off plan. B, get focused means learn everything about them. Okay, how does that structure look like? So if you are selling Nakhil, or if you're selling Ellington, or whatever you want to sell, okay, get really focused on it, and then find a way how you can showcase this value and generate leads. Okay, creating content is important. There are different ways you can do it. If you don't want to come up with your face but you have the skill set, you can do it through AI videos, you can do it through Carousel, but you can still do that. But my suggestion would be, you can do a voiceover, you can become a specialist in that area and talk about it, why that area is growing. Okay, and then you start creating content around it and give yourself 3 or 6 months to do this. And find a mentor, find someone who's already done deals, because a mentor saves you years. A mastermind saves, you can learn from other people's mistake. A coach will remove a blind spot for you. And the biggest ROI is not information, it's basically your perspective. Someone showing you how to be done, that this belief is false, that it is going to take time to make money in real estate. That one belief shift can do a dramatic structure for yourself. Okay, poor people don't fail because they are lazy. They fail because their model of reality is wrong. Get the model right. So if you are getting into real estate, you are not going to make the mistakes what other agents have already done, being in the market and not made the money. Get focused on off plan, choose a developer, go all in, become a specialist, create content, showcase your content with the to the top area, whoever are the top 10 agencies, get hired in their company, they will give you leads. Go and close those leads. Okay, this is the shortest way to make money, but they will not hire you if you're not skilled. Am I making sense, Salah? Okay,
Yeah,
so
it makes sense. Thank you so much for the
do that.
advice. Inshallah, I will start focus as much as I can. Inshallah.
All right, man. Thank you so much for asking this question. All right, wish you all the very, very best. Have a very productive week ahead. I'll come up with the topic. I hope this time suits most of us, and we will be sticking to this time of 10:30 a.m. every Saturday. So see you next week, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. Have a very good day. All right, live in more fresh.
Thank you, Anand. See you.
Thanks, man. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Have a good
Thank
day.
Thank
you.
you so much. This is my first time and I'm gonna join it again. Thank you so much. I love it.
Thanks
Thank
a lot,
you.
man.
Thanks. Thanks, Ayah. Take care of yourself. Wish you all the very best.